Good morning, sunshines. I'm not sure if you're all getting a late start like I am this morning, but we're gonna do my Fab Five. And this is for, a few people have said that their core was crying, Brie Montoya, not to call anybody out. And other people have said that they're just kind of hanging out, maybe not doing as much as they should. So I wanted to give you, this is my Fab Five. I've been doing it for 20 years. It's my favorite little series of exercises. It's terribly, terribly effective, very simple, but not easy. Okay, so, and we do these in class a lot, so some of these might come back into some muscle memory for you. And these are the things, like I said, if I had to do just one thing every day. So do this with me today, learn it, memorize it, and then do it on your own at home. Or you can always come back and reference the video. Okay, let's get Stevie the cat out of the way. Come on, Stevie. Okay, so first, like we talked about, the frame of the body, which is shoulder to shoulder and hip to hip. You want your limbs to stay inside the frame of the body, and that's gonna keep you narrow and lean and focused on your midline. So we're not looking for these lazy, loose needles flopping around. We're looking for these concise movements. I always think of my limbs in terms of yardsticks. So when I'm talking straight leg, it's not kind of like this and I'm kicking, I'm fired up. These babies are fired. So you're trying to take the backs of your knees and press them towards that wall, right? So you don't want these kind of loose guys. You want, get all these guys fired up and working for you. And Stevie's just gonna sit there, so I guess we just have to deal with it. Okay. Let's get started. Here we go. So, her tail's sweet. Stevie, don't do that. Let's get started. We'll do a couple of roll-ups just to kind of find our midline, to find our length, to gauge our core. Stevie, watch out. This isn't gonna work, though. There you go, bug. Inhale, don't do that. Inhale, reach all the way back. Get those limbs inside of the frame of the body. Drop those shoulders out of your earrings. Okay, and here's our neutral spine. We talked about this as well. So you're not pressing into this lower back, kind of hanging out like you just do regularly. Let's rotate up onto the tailbone. Take that pubic bone, rock it away from your face. Hands are right on your hip bones. Make a triangle. There's your pubic triangle. There's your glass of water. There's my neutral spine. Now this whole thing is engaged because I've created the length by rotating away. So hopefully you can see that big difference right there. Okay, so you're rotating that pubic bone away from your face. Whew, core is engaged. And you're gonna feel this right off the bat. Toes are rolling out, fire those babies in. Here you go. Inhale, reach all the way back. Tuck that chin into the chest. Exhale right there, Pilates scoop. Forward, drop your chest to your thighs. Drag your nose right up your inner thighs. Inhale, this is our scoop. You're looking for this spine articulation. Exhale, squeeze, reach. These inner thighs should be engaged. Toes are pointing to create that length. You want these long, lean muscles. Length, length, length. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, roll back, and exhale. And let's do 6 of these. Here we go. For 5. Inhale. And you're really looking, like my finger, I always tell my class, imagine that my finger were at your tailbone. We're going to keep going. Let's do a few more and I'm going to talk us through it. Imagine that my finger was at your tailbone. Follow it up your spine. Here you go. Articulation. All the way back. Tap those fingers. Let's go 5 slow. Inhale. Big exhale right there. Drop that chest. Reach past those toes. Lower that head to be right in line with those arms. No cranked neck, no loose neck. Slide back. Here's that C-curve Pilates scoop. And 2. And 3. Last 4. And last 5, drop down. maybe a nice big stretch here. While you're here, take these toes, pull them back. Try to take the backs of the knees, press them down. Engage those backs of the knees so you can lengthen in the back of the legs as well. Exhale, pull yourself forward. Now think about this lower back exploding out. Drop your chin to your chest and push that spine away from your toes. Whew. And that should feel pretty good. That's a pretty good wake-up stretch. Roll out the shoulders, roll out the head, neck, and shoulders. Okay, I'm trying to get my mat just right so you can see everything. Okay, so let's go into the roll-up is, like I said, one of my favorite ways just to kind of get going in the morning. The bodies are curled up from sleeping and things like that, so it just opens everything up. Okay, let's go into our single straight leg. Here we go. So again, you're going to look for that neutral spine. So if I'm hanging out here, this is my imprint spine. My legs are a little too far in and my core is not engaged at all. Let's take those fingers, put them on your knees, drop them down. Whoo! And I just took that length from my belly button to my pubic bone and I lengthened it. That length is what tightens these guys up. All these little guys have to fire up to support that length. Okay, so the further out, the harder it's going to get. Look for your form rather than how low you go. If you start arching, that's when you don't want to get into that. So be honest with yourself. Okay, put your hands on your hips and drop your shoulders back, length across the clavicle, walk your shoulder blades together, and you should already be feeling it right there. Core's engaged. Here's my tabletop. I could serve dinner off of this. Tap, tap. 10, 9, 8, 7. Take your big toes and point them down, down. Reach, reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, fast. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it back in. Same thing, but with a bent leg. Okay, so this is our little Fab 5 series. Coming on in. Shoulders are back, head is long, don't crank your neck. Open up your throat, drop your shoulders out of your earrings, walk your shoulder blades together, wide clavicle. Put those fingers right here on the tip of your knee and then push that knee out. Bring that other leg straight up. And then I'm going to switch these. Switch, switch, switch. So don't bring your knee in so far that you drop into that lower back. You want this little expansion. 10, 9, 8, 7. Take your toes, tap, rotate in those inner thighs. 5 and 4. Last 3, 2. Double time, here you go. 10, 9, 8, slice, slice, slice. 7, drop these shoulders back, chest is long. This is expanded. 4, 3, 2, 1, pull it all in. Whoo! Okay, double leg stretch. I want to make sure I've got enough room. This is one of my favorite things to do, and it's hard to do it on the reformers, but we always give it a shot. Okay, so from here, you're going to curl into a little ball. This is when you're using your imprint spine, okay? Curl yourself into a little ball. Press that lower back in. Drop that chin of the chest. If this hurts your neck at all, lower your head back and go from here. Open and close. Open, close. Open, length, length, length. Reach, reach, reach. Fire it up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Think of the length of your legs. Think of how lean and long you can get this midline. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one, hold it out for 5, 4, reach, reach, reach. Extend, extend, extend. 3, balance on that tailbone. 2, 1, exhale. Whoo, that's a good one. Double straight leg stretch. Love that.
Okay, seagull leg circles is another one of my favorites. And we'll do this on the reformer. And for muscle memory, if you've done this on the reformer, it's when we put our foot, we're usually, I think, on a single red, and you put your toe up on that wood frame and we push our carriage out. Okay, so that standing leg is strong and solid. This leg, bring it up. I'm in my imprint spine, no good. Take this finger, rotate that knee out. Now I've created my length. Drop my shoulders back. Now I've created my length here. 4 points of the body. Bam, 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 bam. Think of a square, long, wide chest. 10, 9. The whole idea is to not wobble from butt cheek to butt cheek. So you don't want to get kind of sloppy and loosey-goosey. You want to keep it tight and concise. 7, 6. Go slow. It's harder to go slow. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex that foot. For 10. Now those toes shouldn't just be hanging out. You should be actively pulling those toes towards your face. Now I can feel my shoulders curl in because you get fatigued quick. Try to drop them back. Try to widen for 3, 2, 1, and pull it in. Oh, Lord. So the little ways that you can find your body start to cheat is that your shoulders will curl in, and that's just because you're trying to get more of your back onto the mat for support. That's why I want you up on that tripod. If you're up on that tripod, you're balancing on those 3 points. Your core has to work hard. If you've got this big surface area laying on the mat, you've got a lot more support. So I can't see you, but try to find your neutral spine. Whew. Here you go. We're going to go slightly bigger. Always rotate the toe, point, flex, create that length. Open up this knee. Don't let it have that soft bend. Take it and boom, push it out. Lengthen, point, try to reach the wall. Try to reach that wall with the top of your head. Lengthen your arms. These guys are strong and engaged. Inhale. Exhale, cross over the body. Exhale, cross over the body. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Try not to rock. Try not to rock. For 2, 1. Flex that heel. Drive it. Pull your toes back. Engage those inner thighs. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. Exhale. And I love doing this with you because I like for you to hear me work. I'm not just throwing my leg around. I'm trying to move my leg with my core muscles. For 4, and 3, 2, and 1, and pull it all in. Oh, mama. Great stretch here. Grab that knee, grab behind your knee, pull that knee, rotate it outside of your rib cage, up into your armpit. Take this hip bone and drop it down. Extend your toe out. Anything that you can do here, right? Just try to loosen up. Okay, we've got to go into the other side. This leg should feel about 2 inches longer, which feels so good. Okay, so now here we go. We've all probably been sitting on the couch a little bit more, so it feels good to stretch out these legs. Okay, here we go. No judgment. I've been there too. Okay, we're going to reach these fingers long. Shoulders are back, wide across the clavicle. Engage my tailbone, engage my shoulder blades. Let's create that cutting board-like effect. Pull in that rib cage, keep it from popping out. Drop that toe. 10, 9. Make sure you're using the inside of that heel to anchor that standing leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's flex that heel. Now try to draw a little lemon with that heel point. The furthest point of that heel. You should feel this hip flexor firing up. These guys should be engaged hardcore. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and pull it in. Okay, and then you're going to go into those wide leg circles. So as you increase the length, you're increasing the lever, and then increases the weight, so it's much easier to roll around. So just pay particular attention to using the standing foot Don't have a slight bend. Boom, push it down. Like I always tell my class, imagine that I've nailed your knee to the mat. Okay? Whew. Flex that toe back towards your face. Point this other toe. Get that leg down there. Find your neutral spine. Pubic bone is rotated away. Tuck in this rib cage. Drop the shoulders back. Lengthen your arms. This should be something to talk about right here. Relax your neck. Throat, neck, and shoulders have nothing to do with this. Here you go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Try not to rock in the body. Try not to rock. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex that heel. For 10, 9, 8. My tailbone is anchored. My shoulder blades are anchored. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull that guy in. Okay, let's go slightly bigger. So if you're just starting off, probably not much bigger than a basketball. If you've been doing this with me a little while, or you just want to dive in and see what happens and see where you need to start tweaking, go for it. Whew. Get that length. Long leg. This guy should be fully engaged. This guy should be fully engaged. Take that pubic bone, walk it away from your face, holding that rib cage. Inhale to open, exhale to cross. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Inhale away. Press into that standing heel on the inside for 3, 2, right into the other side. Flex that foot, draw with that heel. Cross over the body, up and around. Exhale. Exhale. Whoo. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pull that in. And that should always be challenging for you. Should always be challenging. That's something that these don't get easier, and that's why they're so good for us. So Fab 5 days a week. Make that your goal. It's about 10 minutes. Okay. Now let's go into toe taps. Here you go. So with toe taps, what you want to do is you want to get those knees right over those hips. So here's our fingers. That's our good little in-house tool to find our neutral spine. That should have rocked my pubic bone away from my face. I should have a flat pubic triangle. Here's my glass of water. Hip bones are anchored. Lower back is light. I've got a little bit of space. Drop your shoulders, open your chest. You should be struggling right here. Close your legs for more support. Open them the width of your hips, not wider. Remember, you're staying in the frame of the body, hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Tap, 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 tap. So think of it as your knees reaching away. Reach your knees away. So I'm like thinking about my kneecaps reaching towards the wall. Trying not to move this core at all. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. And pull it in. We're going to do one more set of those. Those are just so good for us. I want to look at my time here. Where am I at? Oh, goodness. Hi, CV. Let's do one more set. So we might change up our, we'll just change up our feet a little bit. Put your heels together, pull your toes back, okay? So now we're really flexing those toes back towards our face, and we're going to put those fingers right there on our kneecaps. Push those knees away. Let's find that neutral spine. Drop your shoulders. Lengthen through here. Throat is long, shoulders are open. And again, remember, we're not dipping down. You're reaching your knees away. So imagine, let me see, what could I put right there? If I had like a little ottoman and I'm trying to reach my knees over it. Hi, Stevie. If you're on the reformer, you would dip your heels over that foot bar for 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 Let's do 10 more. 10, 9. Take your fingers up. Drop your shoulders back. Reach your knees. Reach your knees. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And pull it all in. Awesome job, everybody. I'm going to do a bar one a little bit later. The lighting is a little bit off for me as far as filming, so I'm going to do it a little bit later this evening. So we'll do a bar and control class. Thanks for coming on in. We appreciate your support. We miss you all. Thank you.